is INC Radio. Anywhere in the world, though, we are always together, connected to everyone. Life will be better. Sama-sama halina sa INC Radio International na. Dito palaging konektado ka sa INC Radio na.
This is INC Radio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning, good evening, and a very good evening again. Time check, it is currently 10:04 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, which means it's time for another episode of, what is it? INC Radio Hawaii-Pacific. We're here joined with our lovely guests, our lovely hosts, and also me, your other lovely host. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. I'm Brother Joshua Galang. Again, welcome to INC Radio Hawaii Pacific. We are so glad to have you here. We see all of you tuning in, not physically, but we see you in the comment section, which we are going to go ahead and read in a little bit. But again, I am not alone. I'm not the only host here. As you can see, there are two other human beings next to me, but I don't know who they are, so I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves. Sister, who is, for some reason, matching in the colors that I am having.
Anyways,
Please.
Hello everybody. Happy Aloha Friday and Happy New Year. It's never too late to say Happy New Year. I am your host, well, your other host for this evening, Sister Janae. It is lovely to be back. You know, I haven't been on in a while, so it's always good to come back.
How have you been?
How have I been?
How have you been?
I've
Where
been doing
have
great.
you been?
Where have I been?
Why?
I've actually, I went back home for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now you're here. How was it being home?
It was nice, you know.
That's great. But
Yeah,
now you're here
a break
hosting
from school.
INC Radio and hosting it up. There we go.
But we're not alone. Sorry.
We are not alone. Us too. But who's next to us?
Sorry. Next to us, we have a lovely brother. Brother, please introduce yourself. What is your name? What local congregation are you from? And a fun fact about you.
What's up, guys? This is Francis Fernandez. I'm a head deacon in the locale of Miley. That's head deacon number 3. Fun fact about myself, a lot of my fellow brethren in Miley knows I like to play video games on my free time, of course. Wink, wink. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know what that's Is this cold? No.
They should know it.
Okay, they should know it. We're gonna wait for one of the Miley brethren to comment down what this means. Video games. I love playing video games too. What kind of not the video game name, but like what is the genre that you like?
Mainly, I'm a shooter type of guy. Shooter.
So the type of game where you do that.
Yeah, shooter or driving.
Driving is very fun.
Driving and
driving
MOBA.
Oh, MOBA. Multiplayer? Online? I don't know.
Something like that.
We'll find out the acronym later on. But Brother Francis, it is so great to have you on. Sister Janae, it's great to have you on again as well. And today, again, we're getting to know our fellow brethren, talking about them. We're talking to them, not talking about them. We're talking to them, getting to know them, what they do, why they do it, how long you do it. And that's all going to be explained today. Our topic for today is responsibilities of a groundskeeper. He didn't lose the ground, keeps it. So we're gonna go ahead and start our show after we read some comments because we
Oh,
want to
that's right.
recognize
Yes.
we
let's
want to
read some
recognize the
comments.
brethren who are here early. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments of our show today is all from one brother from Vermont, Pablo. He says, "Aloha po to all brethren, District of Hawaii Pacific. Happy viewing po to Kajem." He says, "Happy viewing to Kajem and family." Again from hashtag Kalaheo. He's also shouting out some other brethren. He's saying happy anniversary po to Ka Clinton and Ka Isa and his and kids. And yeah, very, very awesome. Another one is from Ka Joseph Broncal. Happy viewing po from the local congregation of Wahiwa from Manong Cesar. Wow, he put Manong in front of it. He says, where did his comment go? Aloha Friday po. Hibiscus, hibiscus, hibiscus. Green heart, white heart, red heart. From hashtag. Oh, yeah, I like that. Who are the other one? They're also from Kajusa.
Oh, we have one from Sister Shayna. Happy viewing po. Hashtag WKU.
Oh, what is that?
Wailuku.
Ooh, another one from Brother Bruce Tan. Good evening, brethren, and aloha! Let's share the link and support INC Radio. Hashtag INC. Wait, hashtag KUN or Kunia. From Sister Hannah Cambronero says, Happy Aloha Friday po from the locale of Maili. And hi to our guest, Francis. Maili represent. Oh,
Woo!
there you go. There you go. Who's this one from?
Oh, Ka'aimi boy. She says, Aloha. Hashtag MLI.
There you go. From Ka-Erds, he says, Aloha Friday po to all brethren worldwide, especially from Hawaii Pacific. Hashtag Luhue. Another one from Andrea Suna. She says, happy viewing for hashtag H&M. Do you know her, Karen? I think you might know her. I think you might be related. No, never mind. We're going to go continue on. We have one from Ariane Faith Domingo. Hi, everyone! Exclamation point. Watching from hashtag Hilo and hashtag Konoka'a.
Oh,
Two
two.
locations. How did you learn how to do that? Oh, anyway. Next one from the Destinado of Maili. J. Rich Cambronero. He says, happy viewing from hashtag Maili. A lot of people tuning in, seeing just for you, brother.
Oh, we
Francis.
have one from Ka-Andre.
You, Andre.
Happy viewing po from the local congregation of Lahaina. Hashtag LHN.
Yay. I like that. I like that. Jolina, the Venetias, she says, hashtag Waipahu. She doesn't want to say hi, but she says hashtag Waipahu. And one that we always love to read when we get the chance to read it from Ate Lori. She says, Aloha! Friday to Pope Brethren. And then she put hibiscus, and then she put smiley faces, and then from hashtag Vania.
Oh, and then one more. Sorry,
more.
one more. we have one from Sister Corinne Joyce Barnashea saying Happy Aloha Friday, tuning in from Wailuku. Hashtag WKU.
A lot of brethren tuning in from different places. We have from Pro City, Kea'au. We have Lahaina again. We have Wailuku, Waipahu, and so many brethren. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Oh, American Samoa.
American Samoa as well. And lastly, before we conclude our comment section reading, we want to wish a very, 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 very happy birthday to these two beloved ministers who are celebrating their birthdays one after the other. On January 15th, it was our brother Noni. Next one on the 16th was brother JV. So all of us from INC Radio, all of us from the District of Hawaii-Pacific, want to say
Happy birthday.
Look, even the people behind the, here you go, ready? Say happy birthday. Happy birthday. There you go.
I
I'm
hope
like
I hope the
I hope it picked up.
yeah.
Or was just silence. Turned it around. But happy birthday to you both. We hope you are having a wonderful celebration. And yes. But as we continue on with our show again, we're talking about the responsibilities of a groundskeeper. Who's a groundskeeper? Not me. It's not her. It's our lovely brother Francis here, who is our guest today. We already know what it is, but we know what a groundskeeper is, the name, the title. But we want to know from you, brother, what are the responsibilities of a groundskeeper?
Okay. First of all, it's cutting grass. It's endless and endless of cutting grass. Sometimes I get like, even when I get home, I see grass. I go to the chapel, I see grass. It gets to my head sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But the good thing about being a groundskeeper in the city and county is being a first responder. Being a first responder is very important. Not everybody sees it that way because they see sitting county, sitting and counting. That's all we do, but that's not all true. We are first responders. We report to landslides, floods. If the rivers are flooded, we're there to make sure the water's flowing, so no houses are flooded in high flood areas. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know
interesting.
that.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a groundskeeper was
Yeah.
at all.
You know,
Uh,
I knew the title. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Cutting grass, but importantly, for those various situations, you're there to
Yes.
help as well. So, flooding. What do you do about that?
So the flooding, when one like we all see around in our city, state, there's canals, riverbeds. Those do tend to clog up due to debris, wood, rocks going down the mountain. They clog up the drainage systems, and we're there to clear that up and make sure the houses are safe, the people are safe.
Okay. So like I know floods don't really happen every day or
Yes.
landslides don't really happen every day. So what does your day-to-day usually look
Like I said, grass, endless, endless of grass.
like?
No trees, no hedges.
There is trees.
Oh,
Yeah.
verticality.
Yes.
Wow.
But
Verticality, like
Oh, like okay.
okay.
yeah.
What do you use to grass?
Um, it's weed whackers. They're the standard tool for every groundskeeper there is. Blowers. Everybody knows those. So yeah,
So
mainly weed
when
whackers.
there is like a flood and it's like
Mhm.
sometimes because floods aren't easy to just I can cut this and then it'll just have one flow. But like were there days that you would have to be out in the field working like just constantly trying to make that flood flow? Like what does your day look like when it's like that?
Oh,
When we do get the warning of a flash flood warning, like during the daytime, uh, we get briefed about it, and we go out to areas where it's flood prone, like Kalihi, like before there was in the news that it got flooded because of the debris. We're trying to prevent that to happen again. So we're out there looking. We're actually, before the flood happens, we're actually in the streams clearing as much
oh,
as we can. We're cutting trees, those that can cause the flood, we're
Mhm.
cutting them off already
Okay.
before
So,
it even
okay.
starts.
so it's all like preventative.
Yes.
Was there ever a
Preventative.
time where it's actually flash flood just happened? You
There
guys-
was some times that I did respond to a landslide.
Oh,
Yeah, there was mud, rocks. It was all over the road. We had to respond real quick. Before we even get to the job site, I have to brief my men. It's gonna be dangerous. We need to work safe. Mainly, we listen because landslides work by sound most of the time. When it goes down, you have to listen for that sound, the rumbling sound. And my job as a supervisor, sometimes I TA supervisor a lot, and I have to watch the men's safety. So I have to make sure it's safe for my men to actually go there and clear the rubble, the mud off the roads, off the houses, whoever needs help.
that's that's probably like it takes a lot of skill, right, to do
Mhm.
that. And knowing that you are the one leading your men, briefing them, um, what kind of skills would you say have you developed through your job, even like just leading up to where you are now, to being a senior groundskeeper? Is that what it's called? Yeah. So what skills have like
Skills, um, mainly, I mean, I'm gonna reverse it because the skills that I learned was mainly from being an INC member, a
Mm.
Church of Christ member. When I became leadership in the church, it it prepared me of being a senior groundskeeper, leading a team. Is you can't just think of yourself all the time. You have to think of your people, the people you watch over. Those, yeah, that's the skills that I learned from the church, and I'm implementing it to the job.
Mhm.
So it's actually backwards.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
I love that.
That's a
That's a
really good
value.
answer. I like that.
Snaps.
Yeah. Snaps. Wow, wow. So it's like skills that you learn from those leadership positions. Being head deacon, is that one of the things?
Yes, head deacon. When I first started, I was secretary, paperwork. So it prepares you on how to do paperwork as a senior groundskeeper, as a supervisor. You're not just looking at your paper like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know,
Mhm.
you actually know what to do.
Cool. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah. Sorry. I love that your skills that you learned with your offices helped you. You can really see that God does, our Almighty God, like He gives you skills that you have or that you learn with your duties, and you even get to apply that to your job. I love that.
Yeah, that's really good.
Hmm.
Uh, a lot of other people, when we ask them like skills that they've learned, lessons that they've learned,
Hmm.
they will talk about the life experiences that they have gone through, talking about how they continually learn. I really love your answer talking about how you learn from being an INC member that the skills you gained was because you were a member.
Hmm.
Yes.
And what was the time difference between starting off secretary, being a deacon, those different leadership roles in the church, and then it being reflected as a senior groundskeeper? Like, what was it years in
It
between?
was actually all within 6 years,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and it all just stacked
Yeah,
together. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years is a lot of experience.
that is
Yeah.
a long time. From that was when you started being a groundskeeper, and then 6 years
Six,
later you're senior
six.
groundskeeper.
Yeah.
Oh,
So seeing that, now that you're a head deacon, now that you're a senior groundskeeper, you're basic you're in two leadership positions, one at your job and one at church. What and I know that you probably face through some obstacles in your life. What could you say some could you talk about some obstacles that you went through and how you overcame them?
I feel like I'm gonna cry, but
It's okay. I cry
it's
all the time.
it was crazy. Uh, it's kind of hard to say, but um, there was times that I got injured at work, uh, and then I was staying home for several years. Just, I mean, I'm getting paid while I'm at home, but being at home kind of it's boring.
Mhm.
I mean, I mentioned I play video games, but it gets overrated after a while. It gets boring, and then all of a sudden, my wife, she was here a few sessions ago over here, but she got cancer, and I always, in my heart, I was mad, I was sad, so many emotions just going into my head. I didn't know what to do. I was angry. But then there was this one brother. All of a sudden, he showed up to my house. Brother, can I visit you? At the moment I was going through so many things. I didn't know what to do, but that's God trying to visit me. You know what I mean? Like, so okay, yes, I'd be glad. He goes in and then he finds out, and then that that point on, he gave me a lesson in the Bible that only only the I can't remember exactly what lesson it was, but from what I remember is only the strong gets tested by God, and that's when it clicked. It all my questions in my head just cleared. It was answered all in one time. Mm, To me, that was a shining light that I needed to go through life, to fight through this battle that we go on through every day. And I saw the answer, the solution. There was a reason why for me being home all this time was to help care for my wife. And I did put in a big help with her, cared for her, and yeah, she's 100% now.
Mhm.
These are one of the stories where I just want to stop
Me
talking.
too. I just want to cry. No, but you can really tell that yes, you go through these problems and you don't know sometimes what to do and you're so conflicted, but you really see the reason. You just have to be patient and you just have to really learn. You just oh
Can I mention the brother's name that visited?
Absolutely, yeah.
Brother
Oh,
Irwin.
oh,
I know him.
I'm gonna mention it.
no, no, turn the camera. Turn the camera. Wait, just tell us the lesson now.
Oh.
Wait, can you type it first?
To me, it was an angel sent.
Mhm.
Simple as that. Gave me the answers I needed.
I like that. It's like feel a multitude of emotions, especially during hard times, uh, moments where it's like life just stands still. You don't know what's going on. And then out of nowhere, here comes God to bless you.
Mhm.
That's powerful. That's a great story of faith. Thank you for telling us.
You need to come back.
You need to come back. Tell us more. I like that. Only the strong. That's a quote to live by. And it's only going to make you strong.
Mhm.
I love that. And through the obstacle that you have faced, and now through the grace of God, you've gone through it, especially your wife being 100% cancer free. And she told us on the show too,
Yes.
that was news that is a sigh of relief. Like, tell us, what are the emotions that you felt?
Happy.
It's great.
Just happy. I mean, that then on when we found out she was cleared worship service, I'm crying. I'm crying. Not because I'm sad, just overjoyed.
Tears of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I I have not gone through the same situation as you, but I can empathize the feeling of crying because God is so merciful.
Mhm.
He gives us the gifts that we're never worthy of, but he continues to show us his love like that.
Mhm.
I like that. How did that impact you in other parts of it?
Uh a lot. It the impact is just so life changing. You start to appreciate more of your life that you're given. Appreciate God more. Yeah, to be honest. Um I used to be young. I used to think unimportant things, but now that I see how life is so important, how God is so important, that's what it is.
And seeing how faith has impacted you in so many different ways. From the blessings to you, blessings in work, blessings to your family, it gives us more inspiration to go on. And being strong in the faith makes us strong in other areas as well. And that's why we wanted to transition again to you speaking about how you were blessed with this supervisor, senior groundskeeper position. You mentioned to us before how you, especially in moments of flash flood, landslides, or even day-to-day work, you're there debriefing or rather briefing your men, telling them about safety, maybe stretches, leading them in that, guiding them in different parts of their work. Could you tell us what are those responsibilities, not only the ones that were mentioned, but maybe others that people might not know of?
Safety, number one. As a supervisor, most of the time, you have to watch out for the people under you. It's safety. How to respond quickly on danger, actually, because most of the time we're next to the roads, cars are passing by, and not everybody watches out for us. So the main number one responsibility that I need to implement on the work site is safety. Yeah.
That's a really good one. That's
Yeah.
very important. Is the especially in moments where you're on the road
Mhm.
near people who might not see you or might not even care about it. Safety is very important because those are the life of your men, the people that you are responsible. Would you say this is the mindset that you want to instill in them? Like you need to put your safety, or you need to make sure that you are safe.
Yeah. Number one, safety. Uh, I mean, religion does play a big role to my job because before we do go out on the field to work, I pray. I pray for the safety of my men. I pray for the safety of myself, of course, because we're always out there in the danger zone, and not everybody sees it that way because they're just driving past us. They're just minding their own business. But when we're out there on the field, when they're driving past us, it's dangerous already. From what we see, it's so dangerous. It's scary actually at most times, but that's what we do.
Yeah, I like that. Again, it's bringing up the matter of faith.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I love that.
right,
Always bringing it back to God. And again, you're currently in like two leadership positions, right?
Mm.
One at work, one in church.
Church.
What would you say? Because you're out here taking care of other people as well. But what have you learned about yourself while being in these positions?
What I learned from myself?
About yourself.
About yourself, yeah.
Uh, I'm actually more of a humble guy. Actually, that's what I learned from myself. But I also learned how to be more prayerful to God. I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't as prayerful before. Um, because of what you go through in life, you learn to be more prayerful. You learn to be more trustful in Him. So yeah, um, that's what I learned.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like in those moments where, especially like you, brother, you're constantly like in such a dangerous kind of environment, with cars passing by. Prayer, I feel, is always the most important thing you can do. And it's probably sometimes the only thing that you can probably do in those moments that you feel so worried, you feel so much anxiety and pressure to keep other people safe.
Mhm.
Prayer is really the thing that you can do to show that you trust in God.
Yeah. I want to follow up with what you said as well. Uh, both of you, you implant for first and foremost the importance of safety to not only yourself but your men as well. So I'm sure you take all of the precautions that you can to ensure that none of them um, not face danger because you're always going to face danger in moments like that, but to avoid or having them avoid sustaining any injuries. I like how you not only take the precaution on your part, on your men's part, but especially you're putting that trust in God because where we fail or where we lack, our Almighty God would pick up for us. He would supplement us, would give us the things that we need. I like that.
Thanks.
I like thanks.
But
Mhm.
unfortunately,
Ooh. She said the U word.
I'm sorry.
No.
We are coming to a close.
We are.
But before we leave, we would like to announce our upcoming activities for
Yes.
this month. We have
Okay.
quite a lot.
We do.
Brother Josh, you want to take two and I'll take two?
Sure. And then
Okay.
we have two extra ones.
Oh.
Surprise. So I'll tell more about
Okay, I'll take three then.
that. Okay, you'll take
Okay,
three.
okay. So for our upcoming activities,
Mm.
this coming January 20th, we have two on the same day. We have our district softball
Oh.
and flag football. And then at night, we will have our district-wide CFO monthly meeting.
What time is that going to be at Sister?
8
8
p.m.
8 p.m.
I had to think, sorry. then January 27th, that is Monday.
That is a Monday,
Mhm,
correct?
we have our district-wide evangelical mission.
Yeah, first one of the year.
Oh yeah, first one of the
It is.
year
Where's that one going to be held at?
at Eva Beach.
That is correct. The local congregation of Oak Beach. Carmen, what time will the district-wide evangelical mission be at? What time? At 8 p.m. as well. We love the number 8. Again, for the district softball flag football, when is that starting?
8, 9. It's at 8.
I was testing.
I believe registration is at 7. Though. Yeah.
Ooh, but setup is at 6.
6.
But parking is at 5.
5.
Driving over 4. Waking up 3.
Just keeps going fast.
Sleeping 2. Okay. But the next one that we have on January 31st, this is calling attention to all of the officers, not all of the officers, but a specific group of them. It is our special gathering for the choir members. So all of the choir members, adult worship service and children's worship service choir members, we will be having our special gathering. Again, that will also be held at the local congregation of Eva Beach. And what time will that be at for the agenda, Carl?
8.
See?
8.
There you go. And for the other two activities that we have, perhaps we can ask Brother Jandel for help with this as well. There will be a link that will be posted in the comment section below. It is a Google form for you to sign up because there will be a meeting for all musicians. Musicians as in people who play music, people who sing, performers. You know how to arrange music, compose music. Do you know how to record music? You know how to use a mic? You know how to use recording software? This is the meeting for you. It is going to be at Waipahu, the local congregation of Waipahu, and it will be at what time? It's not 8.
1:30.
1:30. The next one that we have is our Kadiwa meeting. Now, what kind of meeting is that, you ask? You're going to have to find out. It's a meeting of all district Kadiwa presidents, Kadiwa vice presidents, secretary, and assistant secretary. Is that correct? Maybe, yeah, it is. Erwin nodded his head. Is there anyone else included in that meeting, Erwin? That's all. And that will also be held at the local congregation of Waipahu at what time? 3 p.m. So remember, all of the activities except the last two that we mentioned are all at 8 a.m. or p.m. These last two, 1:30 and 3. If you need more information, rewatch the show. and then you can get the information again. Or you can ask the CFO officers, the district CFO officers, the ministers, and your overseers. We'll be more than happy to tell you more information. But we're going to bring it back to Brother Francis one more time. Before we end our show tonight, thank you again for being on the show. Thank you for the inspiration that you gave us today. And we hope to see you again on the show.
I hope not.
You have to.
I was scared.
How
Well,
did
you
feel,
did.
though?
You did a
You've
good
gone
job.
through it. We're actually over time right
Jeez.
now. But before we end, is there anything that you want to say in terms of shout outs? Anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out to Kajay Rich. Opo. Shout out to the whole locale of Miley. What's up, brethren? I'm finally here. Special shout out to my brother Marty Fernandez. I don't know if he's watching, but it's his birthday on the 22nd.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Sister Janae, any shout outs?
Oh, shout outs. I also kind of want to read
Okay.
someone's comment
Okay.
by the name of Carl Irwin. He
Yeah,
said, shout out to
nice.
Carl Francis for being a faithful officer, hardworking man, and wonderful husband and father.
I like that.
But any shout outs? Shout out to the resident worker of Eva Beach, Carl McDaniel. Hello,
Hmm.
po.
He sent us a picture of him watching.
Oh, he did?
He did. I'll show it to you. Not to you guys.
Also, shout out to my family in the local congregation of Wailuku.
There you go. For me, I do have shout outs. Thank you guys for asking. I want to shout out Garwin, Brother Jandel, Brother Francis, Sister Janae, me, for being here tonight, being a part of INCRadio and helping us in whatever segment it might be, whether it be setting up, breaking down, or running the show like it is right now. Thank you, Garwin, for being our floor director tonight. Shout out to everyone in the local congregation of Waipahu. Why? Why, you might be asking? It's because today they are celebrating their 45th anniversary. So, happy anniversary. Happy birthday to Waipahu.
Oh, happy birthday.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday.
And then happy anniversary. 1, 2, 3.
Happy anniversary.
And say we love you for. We want to do.
We love
you. But shout out to all of you guys again. Happy anniversary and happy birthday to the two ministers who are performing, who are celebrating their birthday. But we have more special thanks that we want to give.
Yes. Special thanks to close out the show to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, to our CFO coordinator and CEBSI president, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, and to the ministers in our district minister, Brother Jem H. Baitan, our assistant district minister, Brother Ador Apostol, and then our CFO overseer, Brother Brandon Pacheco. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another INCRadio Hawaii-Pacific. We,
and
I,
you,
and you
and us.
will see you later. Oh, see you next week.
See you next week. Goodbye. Aloha. Wash your hands. Brush your
Drink
teeth.
water.
Hey, use hand sanitizer. It's important. 99.9999. But anyway, goodbye everyone. Take care. Be safe. We're still here. Until it's been